Shalom, y'all. I've been excited about editing this video for a while, and I'm finally to it. It's where I went on a flight in a glider plane. That's a plane with no engine. And the reason I'm coming on to talk to you before we get to it is that you'll want to stick around. It's kind of a long video because it's my experience and I want to be able to look back on it. But I think it's about 18 or 19 minutes in. The pilot, Paul, does a few maneuvers. And, so you definitely want to stick around for that. So I'm sorry for the length of the video today. But again, I wanted to keep all of the stuff in so that someday I can go back and watch it and say, hey, I did that. For me, this was a super, super cool experience. I hope y'all do enjoy the video. And thanks again for being around to join me in all of my travels. If you haven't yet, please do subscribe, hit that like button below, and leave me a comment. I definitely love interacting with all of you, and hope to see you down the road. Shalom.
To stay in the lift, you have to do tight turns, and a lot of people just don't like that.
So. Well, I couldn't say if I would or wouldn't until I do it.
Till you do it. Take a bag with you.
Right.
How many years have you been doing this?
I've been doing this about 12 years. The club's been here since the early 80s. This is one of the. There's about 6 different landing fields that the military used during World War II and into the 50s. They're just 5,000 square foot boxes out here, so you can take up land any direction, and you can still see them from the air. But most of them are overgrown. This one we kind of reclaimed from the elements back in the early 80s and resurrected it to a glider-only airport. So it's a really nice facility. Yeah, so we've been here, I think, since 1983, something like that. Gliders for about 13 years.
How long have you been flying people?
Over 50 years. I'm a former Navy pilot. I've flew the airlines for 33 years.
Nice.
I stopped counting my hours at 20,000 hours, so I'm reasonably qualified. Now we're going to tighten the lap belts first.
Okay.
It's not going to be super tight.
Okay.
But we're trying to get as tight as we can. We'll do those first. And the shoulder straps. There you go. All right, so here's the glider basics. Do you want to try to fly, or me to do all the flying?
Maybe a little bit.
Okay, we'll
not
see.
Much, maybe.
We'll see how it goes.
Okay.
So this is the altimeter. This tells us how high we are. Right now we're 2,100 feet above sea level.
Okay.
We'll be going up to 3,000 feet above the ground, so it'll be 5,100 feet on here. This is airspeed, tells us how fast we're going. The rest of it, don't worry about.
Okay.
I may ask you to adjust the volume on the radio where it says COM here, COM. That means communication. So this little knob right here, clockwise.
Which one? The left one?
Yeah. So
okay.
the left one is. I'm going to adjust it where I think it needs to be. But if I ask you to turn it up, clockwise is volume up, counterclockwise is volume down.
Okay, and that's what I probably will have the most difficulty with is just my ears.
And we're just talking. So this is only for the radio. So and this is the microphone right here. This is the push to talk switch. But we're just going to talk just normal voice, because it's a glider. We don't have an engine that's going to drown out our voices. Okay. So we don't want to touch the red things or the yellow things. This is how we release.
And this is a red thing.
So the red thing releases the canopy. We don't do that. Okay. Otherwise, it's a matter of just go up and have some fun. If you want to try to fly a little bit, we can do that.
Awesome.
And we'll try to do some thermally. The clouds are starting to dissipate. We should still be able to find a little bit of lift, and try to at least stay up for 30 minutes or so. Okay. How's that sound?
Excellent. The longer, the better.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
Hey, and go for the roller coaster version, Donna.
Roller coaster version. Okay, we'll try. We'll see how I do. Except for he doesn't want anybody throwing up, so,
No throwing up.
And where's your bags for just in case?
There is a 6-sack there, but...
Yeah, I hope not to use it. No. Yeah. So that's the plane that's going to tow me.
Yep. Yes, it is.
Your name was Paul, correct?
I am Paul. Tall Paul.
Tall Paul is behind me there. So, I so appreciate you taking the time to do this for me today.
Yeah. My canopy's coming down. My canopy is locked. And if you want to use that little vent window.
Okay. And it doesn't matter when?
No, this is a guest ride. No, you put guest ride in the bill to column, and my name in the instructor column, but it's not. You don't get. There's no instructor charge for it. Yep. Okay, my canopy's down. I'm talking tow plane. 0 and pop and 3 Romeo Fox. Go ahead. High tow, please.
That little yellow cord, their life depends on that cord. I don't know if I trust that.
All right, open. Close. All right, my canopy's down, your canopy's down. Here we go. Gonna rock and roll. Level the wings. He's going to take up slack in the tow rope. And he's going to wag his rudder to say he's ready to go.
Nice.
Hopefully here momentarily. There he goes. Then we wag our rudder. And off we go.
Nice communication there. Oh!
I can't imagine the feeling in her stomach right now.
Now all we do is just stay behind him while we go up to 3,000 feet above the ground.
Okay. This is great to get to see this all the time, right?
Yeah, and it's kind of good timing because we had a cold front come through, so the air is, you know, we have better visibility than usual right now.
Oh, okay. My hand being up here doesn't bother you any?
No, not at all. It's all good.
This is so much fun.
Yeah, there is some lift. A little bouncy.
Good. The more lift, the better.
The clouds are starting to flatten out a bit, so we'll see what we can find.
Yeah, Lucy was telling me a little bit about some of that.
You see all the RVs off here to our left, on the northeast side of the field.
Yes.
So
is
you
that-
guys are probably staying over here somewhere.
Yes, that is us, right here to the front of me, I think, right? Yeah, very good. And you don't really do much while he's towing, right?
No, we don't do much over towing. It's just a matter of staying behind a tow plane. This is actually harder than it looks.
Okay.
Because the problem is the students, they ride in the front seat, and it's hard for you to tell if we have a mismatch with the glider wings built to tow plane wings. So if we don't match what he's doing, then we start sliding one way, we start sliding to the left or the right, we start getting way out of position.
Okay.
If we get too far out of position, we can break the tow line.
Looks like we're about 3,400 feet.
Yep, we're coming up on about 1,400 feet above the ground right now.
Okay. And what's the highest you can get?
Well, we get up to, on a good soaring day when there's really strong lift, we get up to the base of what's called Class A airspace, which is where the jets play, and that's at 18,000 feet.
Oh, wow.
So you actually need oxygen in gliders. You get up high enough in the glider that you need supplemental oxygen.
Uh-huh. Wow.
Yeah, around here you can fly in the season, spring and summer, you can fly for hours and hours and get up to, 17,000 feet. Fly for hundreds of kilometers with no engine.
That's amazing.
It is pretty amazing, actually.
And how long have you been gliding?
About 13 years.
Wow. This is so much fun.
I bet you didn't expect to do this today, did you?
I didn't.
Yeah, the clouds are starting to dissipate, so we have to still pretty long. We'll do the best we can. It's that time of day because it's coming up on after 4 o'clock, so kind of time of day when you expect the lift to start dissipating.
I see. Well, so far I'm doing great. I can tell you that.
Your stomach's okay?
Yeah.
Good.
Oh yeah, I remember the words now. Great, great. Whenever it starts getting good, you got to work.
Yep. Whenever it goes from great or whatever you said initially to something lesser, that usually means you're starting to feel some degree of nausea.
Okay.
I've never opened the airplane yet, so I don't
good.
want to start today.
I'd say most people know their own tolerance for things.
Well, it's amazing. I've had, so many the people that they can't even get off the tail before they get sick.
Oh wow.
A lot of people have pretty iron stomachs and they can do whatever you want and they never get sick.
Well, I hope I'm up for everything that you can do in the wind that we've got, or the lift that we've got.
Well, again, we're kind of on the back side of the day, so we might not get much, but we'll see.
So right now, are you trying to match him?
All I'm doing is keeping him on the horizon and matching his wing position.
Okay.
But it's funny when you have a student and you give the student the glider just like this, in your position, the first thing they do is they drop a wing.
Oh.
Because they can't see when you're exactly matched up. We've got about 300 feet to go.
So who decides when to let go of the tow plane?
Yeah, I'm using the yellow handle here to release from the tow plane.
Okay, so you decided.
We're actually getting some lift here.
Yay!
So let's see if we can use that. There's about 3,000 feet. Clear left, clear right, pull the release. We go right, he goes left.
Oh my gosh.
Thanks for sitting around all day, Roy.
Well, it's a good day. It's good to stay busy.
All right.
This is beautiful.
Okay, down. I'm going to try to find a little bit of lift now and see if we can stay up. I just felt some on toe. Let's see if I can find it again. There's a little bit. There's just a tiny little bit of lift right there. Let me kind of take a look where this cloud is up here. Off to the right. Let's see if... Oh, here's a little bit of lift.
Oh, good.
It's not very much, about 200 feet a minute. Not a lot. Let's see if this cloud over here is going to work for us.
Okay. Which one? The one above us?
The one that's on... we're not quite under it yet.
Okay.
We'll see if it's going to do anything for us. This time of day, they're kind of they're dissipating, so it may not work.
All right. Yeah, they were good while you were up with Lucy.
They were really good. Well, we're not really sinking. We got about 0. We're not. Well, here's something. Maybe.
Traffic 2001.
A little bit, not a lot. It's kind of like weak end of the day lift, but we are getting a little bit of lift.
Yay!
There it goes.
And that's when you do the tight circles?
Well, I'm not going to do really tight circles because I don't think it's that very strong lift.
Okay.
But we are climbing. It's just a teeny little bit. We're climbing about 200 feet a minute. Let's see if I can find a little bit stronger in here. That's about 3. I felt a little bump, so let's speed it up a little bit.
Okay.
There's about 400. Oh, there we go.
Woo.
There's about 400 to 500 feet a minute up. But again, this thing weighs almost 1,200 pounds with us in it. So the fact that it's able to climb at all is still pretty amazing. It's over half a ton.
No kidding.
Yeah. Here we're climbing, not real fast. We're just going to work it for a little bit, maybe gain a few hundred feet. See the glider down below us there, no factor for us right now.
Oh, okay. And that one is probably going back in, I guess, huh?
We might be going back in. I see a tow plane turning final down there below us. Yeah, we're climbing just a little bit.
Yay.
A little bit. So this is a southerly heading. Coming around the east, we see Mount Lemmon out to our left with the snow on top.
Okay.
It's about 9,000 feet.
Gorgeous.
You see the boneyard down there, Pinnell Air Park, a civilian boneyard where they park airliners when they're not being used.
Oh, that's what that's for. Okay.
The 2 mountains, 2 hills coming up on our nose. The closer one is Picacho Peak.
Okay.
The bigger one beyond it is called Newman Peak. And we are climbing.
Yay! Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's not what I would call an eye-watering climb, but any climb is better than no climb, right?
Right. This is awesome. Oh my gosh, this is wonderful.
Yeah, you're talking a normal conversational voice.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's amazing that you can do that, but it makes sense, I guess.
Yeah, this is a pretty good, and it's just such a small subset of, general aviation. There's so few licensed pilots that have ever done this, much less do it on a regular basis.
Oh wow. So how many glider ports are there?
I don't know how many there are. I mean, usually almost most major cities have a glider port nearby.
Uh-huh.
Within an hour driving distance, but not all. And generally the southwestern United States and the Rocky Mountains are the best places to go soaring, because here we use mostly thermal lift. So thermal lift depends on us, the air, the sun heating the ground heating the air, and then the air rising. But in the mountains, you can get lift from air being pushed up the side of a mountain, or you can even get what's called wave lift, which is actually when you have air flowing over a mountain range, it sets up a standing wave on the downwind side of the mountain, and you can ride those waves sometimes up to 25, 30,000 feet.
Oh, what fun.
Yeah. And that requires special equipment, obviously, a special clearance, because that's where you're going up with a jet splay.
Right.
And you can't go up there without special clearances from the FAA.
Got it.
Yep, we're still climbing.
Awesome. And this is the yaw string, I heard him tell
That's
Lucy.
the yaw string. Yeah, that's the important thing. We're going to try to keep that straight.
Yeah, it's been doing good. I'm from Oklahoma, so it's good to be up here with the cloud or with the stuff instead of in a tornado or something on the ground.
Well, it kind of gives you a new appreciation of little puffy cumulus clouds. That's glider pilots. We live for cumulus clouds, but that's the best indicator of lift, because we have a lot of days around here that we have strong lift, but there's not enough moisture in the air to really create clouds. So the finding of lift becomes a little bit more of a chess game, trying to figure out where it is.
Oh, okay.
But when you have nice clouds like this, it's easier to figure out where the lift is. We climbed about 500 feet. Now, again, not real eye-watering. I'm going to readjust my circle a little bit closer to this cloud over here and see what that does for us.
Okay.
You also see which way the wind's. You can watch the way the cloud shadows are moving across the ground, so you can kind of tell what the wind's doing at the altitude of the clouds.
That makes sense. This is incredible.
This one's not going to work, I don't think, but I'm going to head to this next one. We have enough altitude to go explore a little bit.
Okay. I'm ready for that. What do you go on mostly when you're looking for the lift?
Well, again, if there's clouds, you're going to where the clouds are.
Right, but then what?
But then, if you don't have clouds, and you look for soaring hawks, you look for other gliders that have already found lift, you look for dust devils, you look for any and sometimes you just stumble upon them just out of luck, So we also have things we call house thermals, where we know certain points around the glider port that generally are good for producing lift on a fairly consistent basis.
Oh, okay.
So we have that as well. So yep, here's Pinnell Air Park, civilian boneyard. This is had about twice as many airplanes during COVID, when the airlines severely cut back their operations, but it's back to more of a normal number of airplanes down there.
Okay.
And maybe this is going to work, maybe it's not. We'll see.
Looking at the farming is kind of interesting from up here too.
Just a little bit of lift, we'll see. No, we're right out of it. No,
Oh, bummer.
that's not going to work. You want to try to fly a little bit, Miss Donna?
Sure.
I'm going to pull you back towards the field here. It's going to have you just try to fly straight back towards the field. As you can see, nose is coming around to it right now. It's giving about 50 knots. And level the wings, and I'll let you fly the airplane. You have the control stick.
It's just this one in front of me, right?
All
And
you need to do is just kind of fly straight ahead for now and kind of hold this airspeed. So again, the way you control airspeed of the glider is with the nose attitude. So if you pull the nose
I went the wrong way.
the speed will go down. There, you're doing good.
But we're not going towards it anymore.
I know. We're going to stick a little bit to the left. Stick a little bit to the left.
So we
A
keep.
little more to the left.
Okay.
There you go. Good, you're flying.
So are you controlling the?
I'm doing the rudders a little bit.
Okay.
Because I don't want to even like have you worry about the rudders. That's
Right,
a
no.
different thing.
I agree.
So now turn the stick back to the right a little bit. So right stick. A little bit stick to the right. There you go. Uh-oh. What are you doing to me?
I think you're doing that with the
I'm not
rudders.
doing it. You're doing it. You're trying to scare me?
Can we go in circles? No.
Just for a wing over. That's nice. You want to try a little maneuvering?
Yeah. I'll let you do the maneuvering
Why
though.
not do that? Let me have the airplane back.
Okay, you can have it.
I'm going to kind of clear the area a little bit. Just make sure nobody else around us.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
And we'll start with a southerly heading here, I think. We'll start with a steep turn. So you get your feel what a little bit of G-forces feels like.
Okay.
We're at 60 knots. And we'll do this.
Whoa! Oh my gosh! Whoa! Oh my gosh!
That's probably about 2 G's, not a whole lot.
Whoa! Wait, that's awesome.
How's your stomach?
It's fine. It's great.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
You want to try a little bit of the microgravity thing?
Yes. What does that do?
That means we go weightless for a couple of seconds.
Absolutely.
All right, let's try that. Just gonna head away from the sun here.
Okay.
All we're gonna do is get a little air speed. And pull the nose up,
Whoa!
and then push it back down again.
Oh my gosh! Oh, you get to laugh all day, every day.
I know, it's just fun. So if you want to try to see your camera float, just place your camera in the palm of your hand and don't grip it. Just let it rest in the palm of your hand.
Okay.
Watch this.
Ah!
Is that kind of cool?
That's kind of very cool.
And how's your stomach doing?
My stomach is doing great.
Okay, good. Well, the clouds are kind of going away, so I think we may be out of luck to find more lift, but we'll see what happens.
Okay.
You want to try to fly some more?
Yeah.
All right. I'll give you the stick, and you can just do whatever you want.
Oh no. Well,
Just don't scare me. Just try to keep the wings level.
how do
Try
you
to
keep
hold
the
about-
wings level?
Wings level is when
Oh.
you're not at an angle of bank.
Okay. Now I'm going up a little. Oh my goodness! Wow. Yeah. Why am I going down so much?
Because you push the stick forward and the nose went down. So now if you want to, why don't you turn back to the left? So move the stick to the left. Let's go to into a left-hand turn. Let's try that.
I'm trying. Do I need to go more?
A little bit.
Okay.
There you go, right there. Now neutralize the stick. Just go back to center.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Once you have the angle of bank established, then you go back to center of the stick. Because if you keep the control deflected, it's going to keep rolling in that direction.
Okay.
There, you're doing it.
I'm not doing anything right now.
You're not flying?
No. Well, I'm just leaving it in neutral.
But you're on the stick, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to the right again.
Okay.
Turn it back towards the field. Put a little bit of running room there for you.
Okay.
There you go. Once you have the angle of bank established, then you go back to center of the stick. Because if you keep the control deflected, it's going to keep rolling in that direction. All right, back to the left. Pull the stick back just a little bit. No,
Too much. Is that too much?
Keep going to the left. Go left.
I'm definitely feeling the responsiveness, I guess, of it.
Here,
a
let
little
me
more
have it for a
now.
second. You want to take a
Okay.
look at the RVs down there below us?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I see that before it's too low here.
Okay.
There's the RVs right there below us.
There's
Which
front
one are you
camp.
staying in?
That one right there. Now I don't even know if I can see it on my phone, but I can see it. So I actually see it. I'm on the far side. Which one am I now?
You guys do this every year?
It's my first year here.
Okay.
Yeah,
How do you like it so far?
I'm loving it. It's like I've spent most of the winters in Quartzsite, and I decided to be a little different this year. This is much better.
Yeah, this is a beautiful area. I love the Sonoran Desert. It's really a wondrous place. Let's see if I can get you to a position where you can see it better.
If we don't, that's all right. Yeah, I meant to say if we go by there, that's great. If we don't, that's okay too.
Can you see it?
No.
No?
Oh, I bet I can now.
But they can see us.
Yeah. Yeah, I get to tell them that I was
There
flying
we are.
over.
How about
Okay, yeah, I know where I'm at now. Kind of. Yep.
They're all looking up at us.
Are they waving?
They're waving.
Oh my gosh. I haven't laughed this much in I don't know how long. This is
Well, it makes
so
you
cool.
appreciate life, you know?
Oh, well, I appreciate it anyway, but
I do too.
yeah, but yeah, I do think that you have one of the best jobs to get to hear people have
It's
this
not really
much
a job.
joy.
I just do this mostly for fun.
Okay. Well,
But we're going to start heading back now. I'm going to do a right traffic and land on the right runway and just pull it up right by the shade hanger there.
Okay.
Wasn't as long as Lucy's flight, so I apologize for that.
All right. I am still incredibly glad I did it. I am amazed. You know, I've always wanted to do a hot air balloon. I think this might beat that.
Yeah, they do that around here too a lot, quite a bit.
Yeah.
Pure traffic, 300 bucks entering right now. All right, we're doing good here. Altitude looks good. Airspeed is good. I'm going to deploy partial speed brakes. You can kind of still a view of your RVs down there.
Yeah, right in front now.
All right, we're looking good here, Miss Donna. All's right with the world.
Very good. Glad you didn't have me do this part.
Yeah, it might not go so well. Just got to take a little practice. Speed is good, altitude is good. Just modulating the speed brakes a little bit to control our descent angle. Pretty final approach. The sun up there makes it a little bit more challenging.
Oh, yeah.
Come on down into the flare. Okay, I'm going to set the speed brakes. Come on down into the flare. And bam.
Can you take me to my door? That was amazingly gentle.
We are right by our parking spot.
You
have to
did
use the
bring
wheel
me.
brakes. There we go.
Oh my goodness. How
about that?
Fun. That was so excellent.
Well, I'm glad it worked out.
Me too. I can't hear very well now, but
You gotta pop your ears. You gotta.
yeah, they do that when they feel like it.
Tubes there.
There's Lucy.
Let me help with the canopy there.
Okay. Yeah, I'll
Yeah, I got it. There you go.
Okay.
You want a picture of the glider?
Yeah.
Let me help with the canopy there.
Yeah, I can get it.
There you go. Okay. You want a picture of the glider?
So, how was it?
Oh, it was awesome. It was like very cool.
So, did you get sick at all?
No, she didn't.
Not
She's
at
like,
all.
These ladies, they're very adventurous, and
Yeah.
I really love that.
Well, this meetup we're having is a meetup of adventurers.
Oh, not with me. I'd break the camera.
We're all adventurers. Most of us travel full time, and we meet up here in Arizona this time of year because it's nice here, and the rest of the year we scattered all the winds and go do our own thing. But it was great that these ladies could have their experience.
Glad it worked out.
We can't thank you enough.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm helping to move the plane back where it needs to go because the people who normally help have gone home for the day, I guess. There's Paul. That was my pilot. We doing okay?
Doing good.
Good. Didn't know I was going to be part of the team to do this.
Right, a little bit more. Right about there. Back into the parking space. I'm going to try turning more up. There we go. All right, a little bit more. There we go.
So if we let it go now or stay? Oh, you got it. Okay.
Kind of level is right about there.
Okay. This is what happens when the crew goes home.
For 10 years and flew in the Navy and then with the airlines for 33 years and was forced to retire at age 65 against my will due to government mandated age discrimination.
Yeah, government,
Yeah.
I mean,
So no, it's all So I did my flew to 65 and now I do this because it's a lot of fun and it's a lot cheaper than flying powered airplanes.
and what did you think about these ladies here having their
They were
first
great because
experience?
I love people with an adventurous spirit that are willing to try new things
Right.
and. You know, they're not. A lot of people won't do this. I mean, this is not everybody will get into one of these things and go flying.
There's no
so-
engine.
I'm sorry.
There's no engine.
There's no engine.
There's no engine.
There's no engine. When you get pulled up, it's by a tiny little rope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he was showing. He was showing me. He's like, "That's what you were being pulled up by."
That's it. Yeah.
So we all surprised Paul when we came barreling up in here. There's about 10 of us, and Paul sitting there working on the next tow rope. I imagine that's what he was doing.
Yep.
And I come walking around the corner, and hey, can you help us out? And he looked at us like, I don't know, what do you got in mind?
I kind of try to read people, you know, just say you're gonna be like really timid, and but you guys seem like you were up for a little bit something out of
Well,
the
our
ordinary.
meetup is full of full-time adventurers. And this kind of experiences is what we look for. And
Well, good.
And I think I'll have mine next year when we come back.
Well,
for next
absolutely.
year's meetup. So
And you have to ask for Paul. And you have
Yes.
to ask for
yeah,
Paul, 'cause
we'll ask for Paul.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll ask for Paul because I want that experience. Did you take Donna Parabolic at all?
I did. I did do that.
What did
Yep.
you think about that?
Oh, we had a blast. I was laughing the whole time. I'm like going, and you get to do this every day and hear people laugh. I mean, I was laughing the whole time.
Thank you, and
My pleasure.
We appreciate Tucson Soaring Club taking these girls up today.
My pleasure.
And
I'm glad it worked out.
yeah,
Thanks again.
What's your name again?
Ron, I'm Ron.
Hey, Ron. Nice to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you too.
And come
Thank
back
you for your
anytime. You guys
service,
can,
by
since
the
you're
way.
on here, come back and watch whenever you want.
Appreciate it.
We like to have an audience.
And thank
Yeah,
you for
that's
your
fun,
service,
too.
By the way,
Yes.
thank you for your
You're
service.
very
by the
welcome.
way.
You're very welcome.
All right,
Yes.
that's it.
Thank you. Peace out. I want to thank these guys for sticking around. Everybody else went back to camp to party.
Yeah, the concert was due to start at 4:30. I've got word it's delayed just slightly, and so hopefully when we make it back, we'll make it back on time to see Bria Burns live in concert
Awesome,
at
that's gonna
Ironwood
be-
24.
Yeah, that's going to be so fun.
10 minutes after 4 right now. Yeah, that would be Mountain Standard Time. It might actually be closer to 5.
Give me wings to fly. We can be alone in the castle in the sky.